What I'm going to walk through in this quick video is just an example of the kind of stocks that the Art of Timing the Trade chart finds in its Gartley and Butterfly scan, and the types of formations that you're able to gain access to that show up on your radar, and the type of profits you can capitalize on with these types of stocks showing up every day with the scan. Now here we see MSI, and this is a chart from Friday, July 19th, and Friday night when the Art of Timing the Trade charts ran its Gartley scan, which is available to subscribers in the charting software by about 7:30 each night, scans 5,000 stocks in the market and tells you what Gartleys and what Butterflies are setting up. And here we see the stock. Now you can't automatically recognize the Gartley, but things are going to become much clearer to you in a moment. Now here we see our X point of 64.72, our A point of 53.28, our B point of 59.07, and our C point of 54.64. Now what's especially important to take note of is look at this volume we have at the lows. Now this formation is a bearish Gartley pattern that the Art of Timing the Trade charts found with its scan this Friday evening, July 19th, and that was sent out to subscribers in PDF form, which is emailed to all Art of Timing the Trade chart subscribers the following morning. And if it's a bearish formation we're looking at, then of course we want volume at the lows. We want it to be going up on decreased volume. Now these are all ideal scenarios, and you're always going to be interpreting things yourself. But what you also want to look at is if this is our A point, 53.28, and here's our B point, 59.07, we want to be passing this B point with lighter volume, indicating weakness, so that as we complete our Gartley pattern and sell it, that weakness is confirmed. Now in this particular chart, here's our B point, and we crossed this B point with 1.8 million shares versus the 2.6 we had at our B point. Now looking at this chart, it may not seem so simple to recognize this Gartley, and that's what's so powerful about the Art of Timing the Trade charts and the scan that it runs each night. Now here is the PDF and the scan that was produced. Here you can see our X point, 64.72, our A, our B, our C, and our D point. Now, when this was included in the Gartley scan Friday evening, it had only retraced a 59 to 60% retracement. Now, ideally, Gartleys come back to a 0.786 retracement. So you could have waited for this to increase a little bit further, coming into the exact ideal Gartley pattern. But what's important to take note of also is the A to B to C to D ratio. And we're almost perfect at a 1-to-1, which is ideal. So if you wanted to wait for this to come to a 786, the A to B to C to D ratio would become dramatically off. Some people like to trade like that. There's no perfect way to trade them because there's no absolutely perfect Gartley. But what this software does best is it puts these stocks on your radar. It shows you that look at this volume we have at the low. Look at the Gartley setup taking place. We passed the B point with 1.8 million shares versus the 2.6. So you have weakness indicated across the board. And sure enough, that was Friday, July 19th. After the close, this scan showed up. You would have received an email Monday morning with this exact chart showing you the formation taking place. And only 2 days later, Wednesday morning, what happens? The stock gaps down $4 for an automatic profit if you had gotten in there. And these are the types of trade setups that will be on your radar that you can gain access to every night after the market closes. You'll receive an email the next morning so that if you're not at your computer that has your charting software on it, you get that email that contains charts just like this for each stock that showed up as an output on the Gartley scan. With the complete 30-day money-back guarantee, this is a powerful piece of charting software, and there is no reason why you shouldn't give it a try. We have a live study session coming up with Tom O'Brien and Dave White August 14th in the evening that you can attend live. It'll be archived for all subscribers only, but what it will go over is it'll go over a small presentation by Tom and David talking about the tips that they use most in this charting software, but then they'll also take your questions. And with this being a new piece of software, we know that many of the subscribers have questions on how best to use it, how best to utilize the tools contained within it. And this is just a small example of the value that it can provide and the stocks that it can put on your radar every morning that are forming the types of trading formations that we look for on a daily basis and scanning 5,000 stocks every night for you. So I encourage you to check out this software, listen to what some of the other tigers are saying about it, and check out for yourself how powerful it actually is. And by subscribing, you'll gain access to the live study session with Tom O'Brien and Dave White next month, and you'll still be within your 30-day money-back guarantee to try this software, figure out whether it works for you, and make that decision. Thanks so much, and good trading.